Welcome back everyone to the series Quranic Word Roots presented to you by Ibn Firnas Muslim Student Association. This is episode 8 of the series, and in this episode we talk about the root qawama. So the root qawama is the seventh most recurrent root in the Quranic text, and its derivations have roughly 660 recurrences throughout the Quran. The central meaning of the root qawama in the Arabic language is rising up or standing up steadily or steadfastly. So it's the action of rising up steadily, and within that action or within that meaning, continuity is implied. So for the derivations of the root in the Quran, there are 29 derivations, and we can sum them up in 5 categories depending on the subtle differences in meanings. And of course, all of the meanings revolve around the central meaning of the root. So for category 1, the derivation would be qama, and qama in a physical sense means stood steadfastly, or in a more of an abstract sense means started or got ready or prepared to do something. So for the visualization of that, the physical meaning, when someone is sitting down and they stand up, we would say qama. Also, if someone is walking and they stop suddenly and they're a bit confused about where to go afterwards, and they're steadfast or steady in the way they stop, then we would also say qama. For the abstract meaning, if someone is preparing to do something, and it doesn't matter, the physical status of that person is not important, so they could be standing up or sitting down. But if they are preparing to, for example, pray, then we would say qama liyusalli. Also, if they're preparing to just like generally do something, then we would say qama bil amr, or so like to carry something or to do something in general. So for the derivations under this category, the first one is qama, as we said, stood steadfastly or started or got ready to do something. Yaqum is the continuous or present tense of the verb, and again it means stand up or be upright. If we're talking about a person, to be righteous or be upright, or prepare to do something, or replace, so come in place of. So it could mean like stand in place of something, and that's how it's related to the root. Qum means prepare for something, and this is the imperative form, so it's an order. Aqwam means more righteous, so this is a moral meaning. Al-Qiyamah, and this means resurrection or the day of resurrection, so Yawm al-Qiyamah, and it's called Qiyamah because people stand up from the state of laying down in the grave. They're resurrected. Qa'im means standing up or continuously taking care of something, or a parent, and to take care of something or to be responsible for something, for something, it's like you're standing up next to the thing that you're responsible for, and that's how people would know that you are taking care of it. Qa'imun, and that's the plural form of qa'im, the masculine plural form, and this means performing or residing somewhere, in addition to the meanings of qa'im as well. Qawwamun means doing something the right way, the way it should be done, or being responsible for. Qawam, and this means moderate, and the way it relates to the root is like it's like something is or someone is standing in the middle of being extreme or too lenient. Qiyam, standing up physically, or the cornerstone of something. Qiyam means correct or upright, and qayyim means again correct or upright or complete. Maqam means status or residence or place of residence or stay. So residence, because the place where you reside is the place where you kind of stand up. So if you're working somewhere and then you reside somewhere, you settle somewhere, then that place where you reside is the place where you stand up after working. Taqweem, and this means correctness or straightness or stature. So now for category 2, and the derivation here is qawm, and this is the only derivation in this category. Qawm means, in a generic sense, a group of people. In a more specific sense, kin. So the visualization of this is, if there is someone, then he is in trouble or he's scared of something, his qawm, his relatives, his kin, are the ones who stand up to defend him, or her, of course. And that's where the word qawm comes from. In a generic sense, in most cases, it means generally just group of people. Category 3, this is a special derivation because it's a name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's one of Asma Allah al-Husna. And this name is Qayyum. And in this context, it means the one who manages his slaves' affairs in terms of creation and sustenance. And to gather some meanings in that name, we would say that Allah is the one who created us and the entire universe. He's the one who provides for us. He's the one who keeps us safe. And he's the one who takes care of us and keeps the universe in the state that it is in. So that all of these meanings can be gathered in the name Qayyum. Category 4, Aqama. Aqama means erected a building or built something. That's in the physical sense. In the more abstract sense, or in the moral sense, it means performed something faithfully. So for the visualization of this, if we say Aqama al-Jidar, then we mean that this person built a wall. And for the abstract meaning, if we say Aqama al-Salah, then we say that this person has performed the prayer faithfully, the way it should be done. The derivations under this category would be Aqama, as we said, erected a building, performed faithfully. Yuqim, the continuous or present tense of the verb, perform faithfully or assign value for something. And the way this relates to the root is, if you assign value for something, then this value stands in place of that thing. Aqim, perform faithfully. This is an imperative, so it's an order. Iqam, performing faithfully. Iqama, residence or settlement. Muqam, residence or place of residence. Muqama, again residence or settlement. Muqim means performing faithfully or continuous. If you remember, then the meaning of continuity is implied in the root. Muqimun, that's the plural of muqim, and that's the masculine form, and this means performing faithfully. So that's a group of people. Finally, for category 5, the derivation is mustaqim, and mustaqim, if we use it to so it's an adjective, and if we use it to describe a person, then we mean that this person is righteous or honest or upright. And if we use it to describe a path or a road, then we mean that this path is straight or uncurved. So as we said, for the physical meaning, like a path would be straight, then we say that this path is mustaqim, or road, so as opposed to curved. And for the abstract meaning, when we use it to describe someone, as we said, it's someone who is righteous or upright. The derivations under this category would be mustaqim, as we explained. Istaqam, this means took the righteous path, so this is the past tense verb. Istaqim, take the righteous path. And this is the imperative form of the verb. So this is an order. يستقيم, the continuous or the present tense of the verb, and this means to take like the righteous path. So we've come to the verse examples. As always, I will recite the ayah and we can go through the derivations together. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَإِذَا أَظْلَمَ عَلَيْهِمْ قَامُوا. قَامُوا here means they stand still. يَوْمَ يَقُومُ النَّاسُ لِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. يَقُوم means stand. So the mankind will stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا. استقاموا means remained on a right course, and this is of course for a plural of people, a multitude of people. So like remained on the righteous path. فوجد فيها جدارا يريد أن ينقض فأقامه. أقامه means restored it in a physical sense, restored the wall. وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة. So أقام here is establishes prayer. This is an abstract meaning. Does it the way it should be done. Finally, a couple of exercises. So I will recite the ayah, I will wait for a couple of seconds, and then we will go to the answer. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. إن ظنا أن يقيما حدود الله. So now we will go to the answer. يقيما, this is for two people, and it means to keep within the limits of Allah, so to abide by the limits of Allah. So basically, like to like be righteous, abide by the boundaries that Allah sets. إن يمسسكم قرح فقد مس القوم قرح مثله. So now we will go to the answer. Al-Qawm means the people, and in this specific context it means the opposing people. So as always, these are further verse examples. Please feel free to go through them, and the sources are also in the description. I hope to see you next episode. This is all for this episode. So thank you and goodbye.